So these facts we have to go through with. Now there are certain special points about the vectors. Now we find that unit of NA is same as that of A if n is pure, real, positive number. A is a vector. The unit of vector does not change on being multiplied by dimensionless scalar. Now this is an important point. The unit of vector, suppose that the vector is acceleration. Now this vector is being multiplied by some dimensionless scalar. Let that dimensionless scalar be a number 5. So if we multiply the two, the units of that vector will not change. It will remain the same. So unit of vector does not change on being multiplied by a dimensionless vector, a dimensionless scalar. The unit of NA is different from that of A if n is dimensionless scalar. Now when we say scalar quantity is dielectric constant. So it is a dimensionless. So we will find that the unit of n is different from that of A if n is dimensionless scalar. Minimum number of unequal forces required for zero resultant should be 3 when all the coplanar and 4 when vectors lie in different plane. Now we have some certain applications regarding the special properties. Like in our question, it is given sum of the magnitudes of the two forces. Forces means vectors. That is, two vectors acting at a point is 18. Now, being this is a force, so it should be 18 Newton in MKS or 18 dyne in CDS. And the magnitude of their resultant is 12. So 12 should be either dynes or it will be newtons. If it is MKS system, it should be newtons. If the resultant is at 90 degrees with a force of smaller magnitude, then what will be the magnitudes of the given forces? So we have to find the magnitudes of the two forces or the two vectors. In order to solve this question, we first of all assume that suppose that P is a smaller force. Then it is given that P plus Q is 18. Because it is written sum of the magnitudes of the two vectors is 18. So if one of the vector is P and it is a smaller force, then it is given that P plus Q is equal to 18. And the resultant of the P and Q can be calculated by parallelogram law of forces. That is P square plus Q square plus 2PQ cos theta and taking under the root. And that is equal to 12. This is being given in the question. So now we have two equations. Now we will find Q sin theta over P plus Q cos theta. And that will become tan phi. And tan phi means tan 90 degrees because angle is being provided. Tan 90 is taken as infinity. So P plus Q cos theta will become 0. Now substituting the value of P in the equation, that is Q into 1 minus cos theta equal to 18. This is the fourth equation. Then subtracting the square of equation number 2 from equation number 1, and from that we will get the following equation, that is number 5. 2PQ into 1 minus cos theta equal to 18 square minus 12 square. So we can take 18 square as 324 and 12 square as 144. We take the difference of the two and that becomes 180. Now dividing equation number 5 by equation number 4. So we will get the value of 2P. We will make the subject of equation P, that is 5. And by putting the value of P in the equation, that is first equation, we will get the value of Q as 13. So the magnitude of the forces are 5 and 13. Now in the next question, what we find that what vector must be added to vector I minus 3j plus 2k and 3i plus 6j minus 7k so that resultant vector will become the unit vector along the y-axis. You will remember that I, j and k are the unit vectors along x-axis, the y-axis and the z-axis. To solve this question, we will follow like this. Let the vector added to the summation of the given two vectors be xi plus yj plus zk. So we have added the two vectors and we have assumed that vector added to the summation of this will be xi plus yj plus zk. Now, we will get by adding the numbers algebraically, it will be 4i plus 3j minus 5k, and we will add xi plus yj plus zk. This will be equal to j, and j is unit vector along y-axis. That is what given in the question. So now we will take out the common numbers and then we will find the values of x, y and z by comparing the sides of 4 plus x is equal to 0, 3 plus y is equal to 1 and minus 5 plus z is equal to 0. We will find that the value of x, y and z will be respectively minus 4, 1 and 5. And these numbers we will put in the equation number 1, and there we will find xi plus yj plus zk, that can be written as minus 4i minus 2j plus 5k. Now in the next example, if the sum of two unit vectors is a unit vector, like if the two unit vectors means like one is I, other is j, the third one is k, that is we are saying the sum of two unit vectors, that is I and j, their total is equal to another unit vector, that is j, then find the magnitude of their difference. So in order to solve this question, let us assume that n1 and n2 are the two unit vectors. The sum is n1 plus n2. So we take the square of the number, that is n1 square plus n2 square plus 2n1 n2 cos theta. Now by putting the values, we will find the numbers will come 1 plus 1 plus 2 cos theta. Since it is given that ns is also a unit vector, therefore 1 is equal to 1 plus 1 plus 2 cos theta, or we will get the value of cos theta, that is minus half. Now you can remember, according to trigonometry, all sine tan cos. In the fourth quadrant, cos theta is negative. So in the fourth quadrant, what we find, that is cos theta is negative. So the number can come either in the second quadrant or in the fourth quadrant. So if we find this value, theta will become 120 degrees. Now we have to estimate the difference of the vectors. So what we do, the difference of the vectors will be represented by nd, and the difference can be taken as n1 minus n2 or nd square. We have to square the number. It will be n1 square plus n2 square minus 2 n1 n2 cos theta. What basically we have done, we have taken a minus b whole square and that we have expanded. And after that we have put the values like 2 minus twice of minus of 1 by 2 and the number becomes 3. So the difference of the two vectors will be under root 3 because the value which we have calculated is nd square, that is 3. So if we take the square root, nd will become, that is root 3.